You get us new guns, we're not going. I took a lot of nerve for everybody that went together. So,
oh yeah.
So you know how the Army is. I mean, they'll come at you all different ways, like our government almost, and they do a lot of good. But anyhow, so they collected the guns, and he says, when you get there, you will have new guns, and we landed it.
Had they just been shot out, or they weren't maintained properly?
They were worn out, know. And that dude, they'd bring them back. And every time we went on board games, they jammed, every one of them, not just one. So we got there and we left. It was freezing in Fort Campbell. There was ice on the ground, cold. But anyhow, when we landed at Long Bend, I think it was. Long Bend or Benoit. Anyhow, it was really hot, terrible. And everybody there, I hear them go moaning and cussing, and what the hell's wrong? I said, what's the matter? Everybody in a bad mood. And the guy said, they sent us the same guns back.
Oh, no.
Yeah. and man, everybody was pissed. So, and rightfully so. So
yeah.
Anyhow, so I just want to tell you, so when we get in that firefight, they all jammed. It's kind of funny in a way. Well, we were moving up, towards the enemy lines, and you'd have to run. You run, I forget, so many steps and hit the ground. Anyhow,
there's actually, I never knew that. I mean, it's actually.
Yeah, you have that, so they don't have a chance to beat in on you.
Yeah.
And I think I told you this is one guy. They should have never sent him over. I mean, he was worthless.
Is that the one you call the chief?
What? No.
Okay.
No, he needs people like him in the war if he can stay straight.
I would think, yeah.
Crazy people. But no, the chief, he had no fear of nothing. He was a good soldier, really.
Right.
But anyhow, the guy kept, he'd running, let his barrel stick in the mud, It was wet and it was dry, mostly dry, so I let him clean and rod. He lost about 4 of us, and nobody had one anyhow up there with us. And the sergeant, before this, he come up, and like I said, part was wet. I told you when he asked me how bad I was hit. Did I tell you about that?
Nope.
Well, the water, the water wasn't too good, and I get cherry Kool-Aid and put it in my water a lot of times, and they'd send it to me. My one cousin, she sent me a couple letters a day sometimes. God bless her, she passed too. And I had a pack in my pocket, and it was open, and we're water because we were hitting the water sometimes. It was mostly dry, and the soon sergeant, he came up and he said, "He called you by me." We were close at times. He says, "How bad you hit, Jerry?" I said, "I know it was hit, but I heard guys telling me more than one that they was hit in a firefight and didn't know it." And so I'm looking, and he said, "Well, the whole front of your shirt is bloody." He says, "You got to be kidding me."
It
was right. Yeah, it was right by my heart. I said, "Man, I've had it." I couldn't find no wound. Then I figured it out. It was that pack of cherry Kool-Aid.
Oh Lord.
So anyhow, then that guy wanted to tell you, but he kept getting his gun jammed, and we were always told, if you make sure you don't have nothing in your barrel, mind you, that would blow up because they have a high muzzle velocity, the M16.
Oh, yeah.
So
You're talking about the M16?
Yeah. Oh, listen what he did. So he told the guy that did this. He was next to me, right next to me. We were behind a dike. It was dry, and it was deteriorating. He said, "Hold it up in the air and shoot it." And I said, "Not next to me, he's not."
No.
So anyhow, I blow it up. Hell no. So anyhow, he got mad. He jumped on my back and started beating me on the head. No, this is welcome to the 101st Airborne. He started beating me on the head with his barrel of his rifle, but he wasn't hurting me. And this other guy, he's seen it. He come running over. This is the middle of a firefight. There's people being shot and killed. And when the sergeant turned around, he had a strap over his rifle. He didn't mean to do it, but he had it pointed at this guy, and he slapped and cussed him, not to point that at him. I told him, man, get down, we'll settle this later. And that's the sergeant he got. But anyhow, so we got all the guns jammed, and he knew I was a machine gunner, and he was trying to get somebody to help him. I said, I helped him. I got one gun shooting. He said, bring all the ammo to me. So he's sitting on a dike, not behind it, and another friend of mine, Hogan, he's ammo bearer, you know, holding it. And all he got sticking up is his knees. And who do you think gets hit? He gets shot in the knee. And then they wouldn't even give him that. That CO was a prejudiced bastard. But anyhow, he got shot in the knee, and the bullet went in here and come out the back. So, you know, if you get a broken bone, we called that $1 million wound. They send you home. He was hurting, man. This guy was funny. Hogan was his name. A lot of things that made me laugh. But anyhow, we were consoling him, you know, and hang in there, bro. They'll get you out of here. So they choppered him back, and I didn't expect to see him again. And he's back here on crutches hobbling around. When we went back, this was a while later.
Oh, okay, right.
I know. I just think, you know. I said, what? Okay.
Now, this is Hogan?
Hogan, yeah. I said, I just sent you home yet? He says, they're not. He said, he didn't break no bones. And not only that, they said it was shrapnel from an artillery. And shrapnel, it don't go that far. And he's down behind the dike. It was a total lie. He should have got a Purple Heart. I don't know if he had any bones broken or not, but it went in the front here somehow and come out the back. Or no, he was laying on this side, come in here and come out the front. We're telling him he got $1 million wound. We're trying, you know, he was hurting. So
yeah.
I come back.
But he didn't get a Purple Heart for that?
Nothing. No, they said it was friendly fire bullshit for artillery. No, I wasn't artillery. But anyhow, so.
So you said the guy was prejudiced, or
the company commander.
Well, who was
he was? This was a black guy. Hogan was black.
Okay, he was the one that shouldn't have been there.
No, that was that guy who kept getting his rifle. You know, he did a lot of stupid stuff.
Okay.
But anyhow.
Okay.
And he said too, if he walked pointed, he said he'd seen a woman or a child, he's going to shoot him. And I said, you'd be the last one if I'm anywhere around you right here about it. But anyhow, he wasn't worth a damn for nothing. But no, Hogan was funny. So yeah, he's hurting. He's still hurting. He's on crutches, you know.
Yeah.
They never sent him. He come back, you know. Maybe it didn't break a bone, but it definitely was not shrapnel.
He's still entitled to a
That was
Purple
probably
Heart.
15 yards or something from where they were shooting at us. I mean, yeah. And the artillery, that's where it was coming. In no way. It was definitely a bullet wound.
Right.
And then,
well, a Purple Heart means that you were injured in combat.
well, that was injured. He was shot, and they're
Yeah.
trying to say, well, if it's ours, we don't get it. But he still should have got it. But
I'm telling you. What year was this?
that's 60. I was there 67, 68. I'd say this is probably 68.
Okay. All right. All right. You said on point. Could you just kind of elaborate?
Oh, yeah.
For
No,
those
well,
of us who don't know
the
what
point
I mean?
man, he's the front guy out there, you know.
Okay.
So,
He's the one that they're going to let go.
well, he's going to get hit first. So that way, you know, the rest of us
Okay.
get ready. They got him out far enough, and, you know, we can usually get down.
Okay.
And, yeah. Well, and then, oh, yeah, I want to get up to this. This is the most important part of it all.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Like I said, if it's not true, there's not a fire ant in North Florida. But anyhow, so this was going on, like I said, after a while, that we were to hold our position. We were back. We were back fairly far, you know, and we were behind the dike, and they said to hold your position, stay there, not to move. And it was hot, and like I said, you know, and being shot at, that raises the heat index.
Oh, yeah.
So, and they would medevac. They had to medevac some guys from heat exhaustion and stuff, and if you're moving, it's better. Anyhow, I got thinking, yeah, Mac was walking point. I got to go check on him. So on the side, like the rice paddies, they had a road. Now this was all deteriorated. They hadn't used this one in a long time. Oh, I told you too. They were moving their water buffaloes back in the morning, so we knew. And then then I told that we had these advisors like Vietnamese. Some of them were guys that surrendered, you know, and give up, and some were just Arvins. And anyhow, I talked to him, and I told him read that paper and you go tell the company commander, you know, what we're up against here.
Just a second. ARVN is
Harbin, South Vietnamese Army.
right. Army of the Republic of South Vietnam.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. And then they had these, called them Chu Hois, that they give up, and they would use them as interpreters and guides too.
Okay.
But you know, they're traitors, so nobody likes a traitor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It's a peculiar thing about the human race is that even if you cheat, you betray the other side.
Right. You
We
got
still
to be
don't
trusted, and they couldn't.
Right.
I could tell you stories about them too. They wore bush hats. We called them Kid Carsons, you know. But anyhow,
Okay. All right.
they tried. Yeah, you couldn't trust them, you know.
Right. Well,
We
they
give
already,
them 45s. They wore 45. That's all they got per weapon.
right, which is still pretty deadly.
Yeah, but they don't have no range, you know what I mean. But anyhow,
Right. Okay. So now you've what significance was the water buffalo coming back in?
they take them out in the morning, bringing them back in. They knew there was going to be problems, and I see that woman. And then I told you, they warned the people we're coming in to get out, to search and destroy. And I didn't destroy nothing. I mean, they even shot the dogs, you know. So.
Well,
But,
in that country, I believe dogs are actually part of the diet.
but they shot this. There was one that had a puppy, or there was a puppy there, and this guy took that puppy, and he let it walk sometimes, and it started barking. It wanted to be carried. He put it in he had a rucksack or something there. He carried it somewhere. He
Right.
took it back, and that dog went on us on patrol, and he hated the Vietnamese. You know, he's out there. They're killing him. Anyhow.